Now,
Do you guys know if anybody was planning to watch this tonight?
Scott told me last week that he was in North Dakota.
Yeah.
For work, and sometimes he'll call into this thing.
Yeah.
I would probably call or watch it.
Okay.
I don't know that
where's the speaker?
Microphone is here. And you should be, I mean, you can see on my screen this little green knob thing. And as long as you can see those bumping up and down, you know you're fine.
So can you hear me from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me from here? Okay.
I'll probably have to go stand between here. Since we-
But I'll discuss that new member. I do have a couple, but it is that I took pictures of the pamphlet.
Well, it's packed in our suitcase then.
Pamphlet's packed away. I mean, I could send you this.
And we may be quick tonight. Nobody may join us. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen tonight. Just know I do have it set up to where we can video record what's being discussed tonight.
But in some cases, we're talking to a choir.
Good day. If we're doing this by talking to the choir tonight, I don't think we're going to need too long.
Well, I do want to cover the new position.
I agree.
That takes effect January 1.
That'll be new to even somebody like myself.
Oh, yeah. They brand spanking, they barely, the ink wasn't dry on the pamphlets last week.
But they have lots of stickers.
But I figured what I'd do is, I'll get all the materials and everything and make a formal presentation for the board anyways. Once I get back there, you'll have all, they even have graphics and everything that we can use to do all that stuff.
The recording has started.
That's me.
This session is no longer being recorded.
They got new graphics coming off.
Really?
Yeah.
Again?
Trevor looks nice. They're always being the graphics.
It looks really good, huh?
Yeah. Those wraps these days are the biggest.
Did you get to see it coming in?
Yeah.
I mean, it just pops and says join scouting, you know?
Notre Dame? Yeah, really.
Sports center. Yeah, take 2 courses there. I passed myself 3. Awesome. Glad.
Songs.
Maybe someday. Any good members?
I did, thank you.
You know, makes sense.
I did. I just need to double check everybody. But I have on my list is there, and I think it is, I think it's Thank you.
Oops.
Actually, have the other thing, if you wanted to pull this side of my lines,
There's meant to go to the seconds.
is that entry page for the, scouting.org/lines, one that actually shows you, it's got all the different places you can get. This page is that, it's the very first page. www.scouting.org/lines. Just because it shows what the resources are. So that I remember to.
And I'm gonna email or text you the flyer.
What's the address?
Scouting.org/lines. Yeah, thank you. That's the other page that shows all that stuff in the bottom, so they know what you're trying to call those, the resources and stuff. See, this is all the important stuff, like there's all the special Lions flyers and emails and special stuff, so this one's like our resource page.
Who's a buffalo?
You're a buffalo? No way. They always put the big guys in that.
It's right, I'm trying to think.
It's more the people who do all the work.
There you go.
Are you saying the owls are flighty? No, that's the bobolinks. Bobolinks, they're bobolinks. There's space in that, right? You're doing that too?
Oh, it's always a people. Can't do the song.
No, if there wasn't a beaver, nobody else would know how to start.
That's right.
That's the best thing about
We used to say, was, when the chips are down, the buffalo are with. When I was a troop guy, I was a fox. And beavers, they came up with, damn, that's what we do. And they were told they couldn't damn change. No, says he.
This one.
Brett Elko and District chair.
These guys only got 3 people from home. And supposedly Larry Rich is ready to participate.
He, instead of putting
So if nobody else is joining us, we're gonna skip to the ending stuff that you talks about from national.
Yeah, there's
So there's no reason.
unless you want to talk about
Well, Wednesday, that's the one.
Yeah. So we can talk about that.
we just, particularly. It's different than computer tires.
I thought we just talked to them and put that on the side of how to do some of this stuff.
Well, okay, well, let's just go ahead and get started. No one's chimed in yet, so, everybody knows Joanne, right?
What is he asking?
Well, she might be at the board meeting, right? Jim Stewart, the vice president of membership for this year. And she's the board member. She's the line coordinator. Everybody knows Tina? And the staff. So, we're going to go ahead and forego recruiting for Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and Adventurers at this point. I do, just to give you a heads up, we've all heard about the LDS decision about pulling varsity and adventuring from their program. Been talking with some of the higher ups of the church. The decision of doing it is for the benefit of their own program, but particularly the international program. And sort of trying to put more in line their older teenage boys in preparing them for the church duties. So, in respect to that, that's the reason why they're doing this. However, in talking to Mark Francis, he said that while yes, we will see a drop in units, we may not see necessarily a drop in members, mainly because those who want to continue on with their Beagle rank will now transfer back into a Boy Scout troop so they can continue on with their Beagles. So we may not actually see, we'll actually see probably a spike in Boy Scouts and a drop in the other programs. And that will only really affect those that are actually chartered as a varsity team or a troop. Those troops that were actually still making it varsity patrol and varsity and adventure patrol, you're not going to see it there. So that's what some of those changes are. So the church did mention that they will continue to emphasize pursuing their Eagle ranks as a Boy Scout, because first off, the church has a long history, legacy of Eagle Scouts. You know, sons, fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers were Eagle Scouts. They like to keep that tradition going. So there's still going to be the emphasis of Boy Scouts and pursuing their Eagle Scouts. So we won't really necessarily see that much of a drop in membership. So that's pretty much the gist of it at this point in time. It won't go in effect until January 1, 2018. So it's only a recharter time that you'll probably see most of this effect. But we probably will see a transfer, an into Boy Scout troops, so that's where you're gonna see big trucks. Another discussion that was done at the national meeting, of course, was concerning, the issue of girls in scouting. They're still chewing on it, they're still trying to come up with some ideas, they're open to suggestions. Right now, Cub Scouts seems to be the easiest program to coordinate getting, girls into the program. Some thoughts were to, create whole, female Cub Scout packs and keep them separate. Some were that the family idea where they have boys and girls in a pack, but they were separated by den. So there'd be girl wolf dens and boy wolf dens, for example. So they'll still have some of the separation, but that brought up a good point that there was a brother and sister that were, say, twins, and they won't be in the same den. How will you do that? I think that probably had problem left up to maybe how they don't. But that's all down the road. They haven't made any formal decisions on that, so we're kind of leaving that aside right now. They're not addressing it right now, but they are looking at it. The other thing that came out of the national meeting was this new position that will start for January 1. And it's called the New Member Coordinator. This is actually going to replace the Scout Parent position. The registration code is going to be NM. So NM, new registration code. This will actually be a position in each unit. So it'll be designed for every type of unit and be dressed as a welcome. In fact, their logo is the big welcome patch, which we can actually get the logo and everything digital. And ways that they suggest, they promote some of them at the meeting. They had red hats with the logo on it, welcome logo. They had stickers that you could put on people, kids are blessed, welcome. Red polo shirts with the welcome. They had vests, red vest and tan vest with the welcome logo. And so that they're identified. And doesn't have to be just one new member coordinator. It can be a team. So, so someone's always there so that they're identified. You're wearing the red shirt or the red hat. I come to you, say, it says welcome. Oh, hi, who are you? They're the person that'll be going and meeting the new people who are walking in the door. So that somebody has somebody go to and have that conversation instead of the Cub Master or the Scout Master who's usually busy running their unit. So this will be somebody who's identified as the new member coordinator. Will be at the recruiting nights because they're the ones with the smile all around. And this will be a training position. We will have training done for this. And to actually get a trained patch for it. There'll be a team approach, meaning that there could be more than one in each unit, so it's more fun and engaging. The new member coordinator is also a member of the district membership team, so they work together with the district membership. And let's see, I already talked about visible and easily identifiable.
Now, music in the background is very annoying though.
So, let's see. There will be a welcome course and one or more of the following online courses. There will be share the benefits of scouting, coordinate unit recruitment, guide, joining, and welcoming. Now, just to get things going, there will be a webinar this coming month in June. There are 3 different days, June 20th, June 21st, and June 22nd. Now, all these times are Central Time, so be aware. On June 20th, it's 7 p.m. Central. June 21st, it's 3 p.m. Central. And on June 22nd, it's 8 p.m. Central. They are looking at putting one that's in the evening hours for the Pacific time. They realize that even the 8 o'clock one makes it 5 o'clock, which makes it difficult for people to get on there. Now, one of the things they told me too is that while these are live webinars, that they will be recording it and it will be available through YouTube. So eventually we'll get to that point. A lot of this came from a task force that was made up of scouters and millennials to come up with a new way, a better way of recruiting for new scouts. That's one of the reasons why we're doing the online membership, was because of the millennial input. You go to a joint night, and if you can get them right then and there, pay for, sign up, they'll do it in a heartbeat. If you send that application home, they'll go away and they may never come back. You don't have to. And that's the point also with the new member coordinator, is that you got them walking in the door, you help them right then and there, sign up, get paid, do an online payment, and you got them. And so that they don't walk out the door going, well, that was bad, and never come back either. So they are still working out some bugs that we noticed with online membership, and we still got the issue of the adult membership applications, which is still something that we have to get national to address on the adult membership. They have to be able to let us say yes or no on the youth protection. That is a decision that the council has made, that we want all our adults youth protected. But unfortunately, there are councils out there that do not, and they have to accommodate for them. So it's easier for us to turn off that feature, but we have the potential of losing it. But it's more important that we get the scouts in at this time. So that's where we're at this point in time. Any questions about new member coordinators? Any questions about the online? I did talk to shared services about some of that. Talk to the IT people as well. So if you have any questions, maybe I can help you out with some of that. I talked to Eddie earlier about addressing some of the issues that Scout Reach has, because it's a unique animal, and Barbara is actually going to be contacting National about roster applications. So particularly with Scout Reach, kind of like the way the LDS does their roster applications.
You can do it.
So it can be done.
Can be done.
We know this can be done, but there's some steps that we have to get. We know we have to have Paul's signature on all that too, so because it's outside of the norm. That's one of the things we found out for a lot of your rejects. Rejects, if it had Paul's signature, would actually probably let it go through, because the system is designed in that the Scout executive is the only one that needs to be notified, but is the only one that can waive certain things on the council level. And some of the things like addresses, leadership, all that stuff can be signed off with a wave of a pen. So, we're going to be addressing some of that directly, so. And Barbara did have some information, about Lions, and she also was talking with some people at National, like, online membership and stuff too. So, how do I hook it? Next.
I'll come over here so they can hear and you can kind of see me. So there was some question, as you know, most of you were here last year, we did the Lion as a limited pilot program, whereas we had packs applied to the council by a certain day and we had a committee, we went through. Pretty much everybody who applied we let in, but it was limited. And this year, they did get good feedback from last year, but this year we're going to do what National's calling an expanded pilot. They're trying to get more councils to participate, and they want the councils who did participate to not be so exclusive. They need a bigger pool to get more back, because make sure we didn't skew the results by picking good packs. So what that means is we will open it to all the packs in the council, but sometime over the summer, we will still set down some guidelines because we will need to keep track of who is doing things so we can get them information when it becomes available. The big thing I know some of you guys have been getting is everybody wants to recruit Lions now. Okay, kindergarten kids now are Tigers in a few weeks. We do not, we'll only recruit the Lions when school starts up again in the fall. Now, the other thing National changed is last year, they had to be 5 by a certain date. This year, they have to be the year before first grade or 5 years old. So that means if you've got a kid who's in a preschool doing a kindergarten-based program, if they're 5, you can recruit those kids too. So, big thing if your packs want to get ready over the summer, tell them they need to find a Lion guide. National still wants the Lion guide to be an experienced gun leader. And you'll want to make sure that they have a current youth protection. They will be filling out a regular adult application. And their leader code, the position code will be LL. We call them Lion guides, but it's LL for Lion leader. So that's what they will put on their application. And then they also, there is, would you pull up that Lion screen? The go-to place for Lion information is scouting.org/Lion. And Pat's gonna pull up that screen for me when he gets to it.
One of the
There we
things
go.
that we found out also is that out of all the participating councils, 70% of the Lions were actually new to scouting. That was not the result that they thought they were going to get. They thought they were going to get more siblings.
But that's what we were hoping to get, was new to scouting families. We're trying to grab them before they get so ingrained in other things. Now, the other thing that National wants your Lion guide to do is the Lion guide and parent orientation video. That's the other piece of the training that National wants your Lion guides to have. All right. Now, the other good thing, you probably want to get them started. We are, because it's their piloting again. We're still using the program materials from last year. So the Parent and Leader Guidebook, it's got an introduction to scouting for the parents, and it has the DIN plans all lined out. And it is, since it is a pilot still, we have to follow it like they wrote it. But that's part of why we're giving them feedback. So the other thing that you might want them to look at while they're waiting is down here, Lion promotional materials. These are actual flyers, emails, social media pictures that you can put out that are specifically toward Lions. Don't make your regular flyers for the kindergarten kids when you take them to the school. Because we thought we lost some schools because they're not used to recruiting kindergartners. But if you have the special Lions flyers that show their kindergartners, that'll help give them the idea as well. Now the boys, you're just using, as Pat said, the Lions can actually register online. Make sure they put a K in for the school grade. The parents sign up on the bottom of that same youth application, just like your Tiger parents do. We had one pack who was confused. They tried to make all the parents fill out adult apps. No, they're Lion parents just like their Tiger parents, so fill in the bottom. If you do have to take a Lion application for paper, besides putting the K for the grade, write Lion at the top. And I know we had some problems with the scan system, but they tell me those have all been straightened out for Spencer. So, and the parents are not required to have youth protection. But if you've got new parents in Scouting and have a chance to show them that video, go ahead and show them that. There is also the console overview PowerPoint that you guys might want to look through. It's essentially the one we had last year, but it's been updated with a few new things on there. The registration processing actually is was the registrar training for how to do Lions. But if you want to, you can poke around. Any of these will give you information. All right, I think that's everything. Tells you the grades. So, and always contact me if you don't see something there that you know. I had a one-on-one with Janice Downey, who's the national person who's in charge of the Lions pilot, and we have changed a few things over from last year, but until we get our pack signed up, I'm not going to confuse you guys with that stuff now. So, if anybody wants to ask me anything, I will.
Some of the feedback that we've got, that they've received. First off, the one den meeting and one pack meeting a month wasn't working for most units. And that reason for that is that they wanted to come every week. And so they were blasting through the Lions program because they were doing the second week. And they can't, and so they can't do that and make it through the whole year. So they did discuss other options.
And these are all kind of information that we will be putting out for the packs that are participating, because they address some of the other concerns we had about, family camping with the pack, how many pack meetings to go to, how many pack activities they could participate in. So some of these guidelines have been relaxed or changed, but that has nothing to do with your recruiting. Like I said,
Well, it does when you're trying to tell them this is what you'd be able to do as a
Yeah,
Lion.
it has a big impact on whether, especially if they can't do Pinewood Derby, because the boys and the dads, that's the whole reason they can't.
well, what they suggest though now for Pinewood, is they realize that most of our packs have been letting the siblings come for forever. They suggest one of the non-activity oriented den meetings for Lions, get the wedge bodies for the Derby cars out here, and actually let them sit down at one of the non-den weekly meetings and decorate them there with their dads or their moms or whatever. So they realized that, but they thought that way we can do it a little bit more. So pretty much the only thing they're still trying to restrict is the fundraising aspect. But you'll get a new Lion mom in who says, hey, I sell Tupperware and I want to sell Tupperware and give my profit to the Lions. You're not going to turn them down. But you're not going to go to the Lion parents and say, you will sign up to sell popcorn for 2 hours, 2 weekends in front of a store. they will know that the PAC's doing it, and if they ask if we can help, heck yeah, we all know those little kids sell popcorn like crazy, better than the big ones. But that's really pretty much the only restriction. They're going to let a lot of this stuff up to the PACs. So, but we do want to get them out. So, yeah, Evan?
So my first thought is since this is the expanded program now, we need a Facebook posting and sending them to a central website where they can post their interests and get in contact with you directly. Is that something?
We probably could, and as I recall, under those promotional materials, there's stuff there because Kathy Colbert used a lot of that stuff out there for, what is it, PAC 850, is that what they had? And they were our biggest lion den that we had out of our program, I think. Because I think they beat your PAC's lion den.
Oh, most did.
Yeah, because I think they had like 10 or 12 kids, which was our biggest lion den. So I think everybody else didn't go there and utilize that.
I mean, to garner interest and find out who else wants to take on this program.
Oh, I see. You know, with all the PACs, you mean?
The Facebook posting, maybe something in the newsletter that says expanded program, if your PAC is interested to do Lions,
Contact me, yeah.
contact you or fill out this Google form or whatever.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That would probably be good. Definitely get the word out there and let people know.
Is there any reason why last year's email can't just be reset?
It could be revised, I suppose, but I think you're right. Because we did put council newsletter out, but I don't think we did our own Facebook thing with Lions. We put it out as part of our council
Multimedia
newsletter.
approach is the best way.
So yeah, with all the one
Emails,
else.
newsletter, any digital device, Facebook it, tweet it,
Or click here to contact us or whatever.
council
Even
website.
better. And one of the things that I learned when I was there, not just for the Lions, but when talking to the IT people, that all the PACs got those little UR codes, all the units got UR codes, and that some of them are actually putting them on cards that they give out when they're out with people so that people can scan that and go straight to find their right unit to sign people up. And that might be something that you want to encourage your units to look at as well.
We can put that on the newsletters.
Let them know about stuff like that. So,
Anytime.
I was going to do that on the flyers this year.
So, anybody else want to know anything about Lions? They're fun little guys. We got stickers. They don't like stickers. They'll be free fishing those.
Yeah, they're looking into the
Ask who's on the phone.
Who is this on the phone with us?
Hey guys, it's Scott calling from Park, North Dakota.
It is you, Scott. All right. Woohoo! We thought we were hoping it was you, but we weren't
Somebody
sure.
else is on the team.
Who else
Is there
on it?
anybody else on there? Is Scott the lone person?
So if Pacs are interested, just go ahead and they can reach out to you, whoever the contact for that. I know Pacs for me in my area. Interested, they can just reach out to you if you're interested in starting a line.
Yeah, they can do that. That'd be fine. Reach on out. I love the Lions.
Is Glenn
So,
David.
is David Perazzo still on the phone?
I don't know.
I think so.
Well, thing I
Okay,
know,
thanks,
for
Greg.
us to actually do membership growth this coming year, we have 3 programs that'll be key to this. One of them is Lions. The other is Exploring, and the other is Scouting. We have lots of potential there. Gain some of our unit numbers, but more importantly, gain in our membership numbers. Exploring is exploding right now. And I think this council is right to go out there and create these Explorer posts. And I was just told about doing the Explorer clubs, middle school. That's a great opportunity because that's the pre-14, which will get them interested in doing the Explorer posts. At this point in time, We're looking at exploring council-wide versus district. Once we get the post established, we'll bring them into the district fold. So I think right at this point in time, our efforts are probably best served doing from the council level down versus having to rely on each district to try and develop their own exploring goals. So use the resources that we have right now. Okay, so we're going to keep on pursuing that. That's where I know that we'll gain some units. The dens, the Lions dens, give us the numbers.
Don't worry.
Give us the numbers, and of course, Scout Reach also give us units and numbers. So, but I was talking with Pat and with Eddie. I am looking into expanding some of our outreach, with Scout Reach, to some of the more outlying areas, particularly with Elko in mind. I'm a member of several different organizations, have connections throughout the state, and so I can make some of those handshakes. Particularly with my Elks Lodge, my new Elks Lodge out in Elko, where the past exalted ruler, the first exalted ruler of the lodge, is actually the chief of police. We have the fire chief there. They all have connections throughout that community. I know I'm at the school board on there, so we can get Elko signed up. That's Explorer Post. We can get all sorts of different activity out there in Elko. But more importantly, that's what we're looking at. And then we've been working. I have to work with the council and the budget and everything, because of course our Scout Reach dollars come from us. But we'll work on that next year. But I want to try and reach some of our rural communities. I have posts, lodges, American Legion, in all these rural communities, small ones like Lovelock, out there in Hawthorne, even Tonopah, we wanted to reach out that far. So I got connections everywhere. So that's some expansion that I would like to see us as a council go. So that's some of the plans in the next couple of years. All right. Any ideas that you guys have, particularly staff? I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Just like Eddie gave me some ideas, just keep on going. As you can probably figure out, I'm kind of near and dear to Scout Reach, being COR so many, but of course with Bartlett. She tells me everything what's on with Scout. That's how we found out some of the advancements weren't happening, was because those units were not chartered. Why weren't they chartered? Well, because their applications were rejected. Why were their applications rejected? Well, because they got rejected from shared services. Why were trying to find that snowball? So, and it turns out they need Paul's signature. Really? But we're going to talk more on the council level about how we're going to handle some of these things in the future. Okay?
And if you want to censure anything, on the website under the council members to contact, he's there, so he's got a phone number.
And if you Facebook her,
Or you can email me and I'll then say send this again and I'll send it.
maybe she'll tell me about Facebook. I still don't get things for the kids, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I got the picture of the fish.
No fire, this is a meeting.
Yes.
Let them-
So, any questions at this point?
Did we hear anything about the new retriever system that's supposedly coming online before the end of the year?
What I did hear was that, from the IT person, was that it's supposed to be ready, so everything's online to include electronic signatures, so we should not have to do with meeting people. That's the goal that she told me. Now again, whether this happens, but that's what they're trying to work on.
I can tell you this, in my national subcommittee, the national IT people came to my committee to talk to us about the new charter organization representative training. It's going to be online training. They actually showed us the storyboard. That's how I knew about the new graphics that are coming out. It's actually going, they'll still do the in-person one, the video and everything. But this will actually be online, and it'll be more interactive. It'll be in 4 modules. So you can actually leave and come back to it too. So they're really trying at the National Service Center to make it more user-friendly, more, so you don't, each module is like 15, 20 minutes. You don't have to sit there for a whole hour to go through it. So they're actually listening to the end users, so.
And there is a shorter organization guidebook that's downloadable
Oh, yeah,
online.
you guys know about that, that's downloadable, right? That is the actual version right now, so it's the one with the blue cover. I'll actually help write that. So.
Any word about any other trainings that are gonna be coming online soon?
The non-outdoor part of the loop is supposed to be coming up, just like we did the non-outdoor part of Scoutmasters.
Do we have, or,
I didn't hear a date on that.
okay, because the online training already says prerequisite for outdoor, but I tried even searching today for the outdoor portion.
My understanding is the outdoor portion of the loop, just like Scoutmasters, is going to have to be done live, but the safety and some of those other things that we covered is going to be online so that we don't have to take all day to do the training or 2 days to do it. So we shall see.
Anybody interested in what's going on with the National Jamboree? What about the World Jamboree in 2019? I can tell you this. They are limiting the U.S. contingent to only 10,000 total. Majority of that will be the youth participants. There's only going to be 100 staff, full-time staff. There will be limited on the participant, the adult leaders as well. So they're only limited to 10,000. And the World Jamboree is split up between the host committee and the contingent committee. Contingent only deals with the contingent part of it. And all participants from the Western region, we have our quota, and each council can set up requests to the area of how many you would like to send to the World Jamboree. They-
Where in the world is it?
It's
So
gonna-
that,
Yeah, it'll be in West Virginia.
that's why they're limited to the US people request. Everybody's gonna say, yay, finally a World Jamboree I can afford.
The host committee is actually made up of the United States, Mexico, and Canada. So it's all in North America. So that's how we actually had representatives from those other countries as well. But the cost is going to be by region. Everybody will be slated to go through gateway cities. Chances are gateway city is going to be San Francisco. Because that was one of the examples we used. So whatever the cost of the Jamboree will be from that gateway city and through the whole event. So if you're a participant out of Reno, you have to, it's a separate cost, your own cost, going from Reno to San Francisco. And then the contingent fee is based on that gateway city. So the gateway city could be LA, Phoenix, where, and they will get you to West Virginia and back. Includes food, beer, and everything. They're anticipating somewhere between $3,000 to $5,000. It's about as close as they got. Because they're not doing any promos for this until after the National Jamboree. So we won't see anything until August.
That's true. Okay, we're at the jam.
They still won't tell us who the entertainment is, mainly because they don't want that to influence anybody attending. And besides, the last two jamborees, the main event backed out of us twice. So it's best not to worry. Just, they say, they'll love them, whoever it is, they'll love it. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's coming up real soon. All right, I'm done. Well, as Pat pointed out.